what's going on? It's the legend Adam Ball here with Breaking Records Radio, killing it in 2018. Woo-shot.
What's up? This is Derek.
Jamie Madrock.
Man, this your man's Obi Trace. This is Ad-Lib.
Yo, what up? This is Spex One.
This is Spesh K.
Hot Rock's the motherfucking Skot MC.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records Radio out here.
This is Breaking Records Radio.
Check them out, man.
Yes, Breaking Records Radio in the place to be. And you know what it is? We got the legend, A-Bomb, Adam Bomb, you know what I'm saying? Empire.
Hey.
Naturally born strangers.
Hey.
Freedom Riders.
Damn right.
We got some people crawling through here, but you know what's happening. We got the legend in the place to be right now. We got who may be possibly the nicest MC with the pen out of Toronto of all time.
Wow.
And when I say that, I don't say that lightly, because I've interviewed a lot of artists from Toronto, Maestro Fresh West, a lot of cats, and everybody has a certain respect for Adam Bomb.
Wow, man, that means a lot, man. If everybody thought like you, we'd all be happy people around.
Yeah,
these
say
ways.
word,
So,
right?
Yeah, man, that's blessed, man. It's nice to be here.
Well, at the end of the day, you know, it's unfortunate that mic skills don't pay the bills.
Hey, I said it myself, man. If record sold for rhyming nice, I'd have went diamond twice and spent it on private flights. So, you know what I mean? That's how it goes.
And you got the bar too. I can't remember it quote for quote, so I don't want to fuck it up.
No worries.
But you got the line about how you won the Juno, and the next day you're riding to work on the bus.
Yeah, man, that was the coolest guy on the subway that day. I'll tell you that, man. Fucking, that's how it goes, man. It's reality. It's Canada. That's how it works.
And that is what it is too. It's sad the Canadian scene, but at the same time, I like to give props to our legends, and I don't want to like unquote it, but it's like, you know how like Nori's always saying on Drink Champs, you know, give your flowers while people are around?
For sure.
Well, that's kind of what Breaking Records is about. It's about, you know, giving people their props due while they're around to give you the due props. And one thing I think is dope too is like, so you were part of so many influential parts of the Toronto hip-hop scene. You're a part of Empire, you're a part of Freedom Riders, you're part of Naturally Born Strangers. You guys won Juno and that shit.
Yeah, man.
But it wasn't until 2017 you decided to finally drop a solo project.
That's it.
So what was, like, why was it such a long wait between doing all these group projects that you did? You know, like, and clearly you were a standout MC on all this stuff because people have credited you one of the illest. I can remember, I'm not even gonna lie, I can remember, I used to live in Brantford, Ontario. I don't even know if you know where that is.
Been there, yeah.
Wayne Gretzky's home.
Yeah.
My father was a post office worker.
Nice.
He had a dude who was about 20 years younger than him who used to work with him.
Yeah.
He used to be like, yeah, my son raps and stuff and all that. And he's like, yo. And the first time I ever heard you is because this dude he worked with used to live in Toronto, and he gave him CDs to give to me that were C4 and Adam Bomb old mixtapes.
Wow, man. Shouts to C4, shouts to Brantford, man. I didn't know it reached out there like that, especially in those days, man. That's crazy.
And so to me, it's crazy because you've been regarded as one of the nicest on the mic, and yet it wasn't until 2017 you actually dropped your own, this is Adam Bomb, you know what I mean? You did the Live from Limestone, you did the A material.
Yeah.
So just like, the first question I guess is like, why was it such a wait? Like,
I mean, my goal was never to be solo. I was always about the group. And if it wasn't going to be a whole group, at least it was going to be like a duo.
Yeah.
And if anything, I was going to be the Spliff Star, or I was going to be the Flavor Flav. I was never going to be the Chuck D or the Busta Rhymes. I was just supposed to compliment whoever the main guy was. That was my goal, you know what I mean? I didn't ever really want to be on a stage solo like that.
Say word.
I mean, yeah, just like to fill in the spots, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, it's hard for me to even fill a whole record sometimes. I just know how to play the background, you know?
Yeah.
But after a while, especially when I started getting up with NBS, those guys started building up their name and their rep real big. So what I didn't want to do was be considered just the third guy. I didn't want to be Theodore or the Chipmunks, who's just, you know, it's Tona and Rich Kid and then their friend. So I felt like, I got to put together my own solo shit to build up my own reputation. So that was the whole reason for doing Large Stone finally and for doing A material, is just to be like, if I'm gonna be a part of Naturally Born Strangers, I gotta hold my own weight and I gotta have my own catalog started.
Say word.
Yeah, that's all it was about, really.
Almost like the pressure from the Juno, shit like that, like all the.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to waste nobody's time, and I don't want to be a guy who's just a part of someone else's album. I wanted to be an integral, an important part of it. And if I wasn't gonna be that, then I would have just stepped away. So it was an important time for me to just say, can I hold my own record and share my own thoughts.